Agatha Sangma, chairperson of the Meghalaya State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, urged schools in the state to implement mandatory child safety guidelines from the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Speaking at the Guardians for Child Safety event, she emphasized the need for safe infrastructure, psychological and digital safety, and active parental involvement. Key measures include secure buildings, clean facilities, counseling, anti-bullying committees, and teaching online safety. Sangma also called for collaboration between schools, parents, and communities to create a safe and nurturing environment for children.
I have been asked to speak a little bit about the guidelines which have been issued by the SCPCR, and obviously these guidelines are extremely comprehensive, and they deal with various aspects of safety in schools, and I would just like to briefly talk about it. When it comes to this role, I've been appointed very recently, and I have been familiarizing myself with the various acts and the various institutions that are responsible for protecting children. And honestly, this journey has been really heartwarming and sometimes heartbreaking. And I think the topic that we are discussing today happens to be one of the most heartbreaking topics that we come across. Because as many participants have talked about this, I have realized that there is so much stigma which is attached to the concept, to the idea of child sexual abuse. But often parents ignore it, parents shrug it and pretend it's not happening. Because according to data, they say that almost about 90% of the child sexual abuse that actually takes place happens within your own families. You know, I mean, the abuser will be somebody who is known to the child. It could be a parent, it could be a relative, it could be a sibling, a cousin, it could be a domestic help, somebody in the school. And that's because the child has certain areas that they have most access to. I think that all of us really need to ensure that we are more open to this, and I hope this is not just one workshop. As Faith Foundation has done this over a period of time, I'm sure your schools are really going to benefit from it, and our children will come out safer and be able to reach their full potential because of what you're going to be learning here and implementing in your schools in the days to come.
We have called the counselors, we've called the chairman of the committee, we've called the parents, and sometimes the abuse starts at home.
It's actually teachers, parents, adults who have the accurate information. And we need to also, as teachers, I think whenever we go to a class, we prepare ourselves right ahead. As teachers or as anything that we do, we go ahead and prepare ourselves. And I think as a school, as teachers and parents, we also need to start preparing ourselves. That what is the kind of information that children may need? And even if they do come to us and ask, we also need to be prepared with those answers. At the end, it's only the adults that can provide that protection and that safeguard. It's not the internet, it's not peers, the work that we do, with a lot of challenges that we also face. But we're happy that, we're really happy that we're here, and I believe that we are the guardians of children.
There are many mechanisms which are already in place to ensure that child sexual abuse does not happen, or if it does happen, that punishment be given to the perpetrators. We have the POCSO Act, which ensures that the perpetrators under POCSO are punished and children are protected. But there is a very important need to spread awareness about child sexual abuse, and we as governments, we as institutions, and we as parents, we as people who are committed to the society must familiarize ourselves with the mechanisms which are already in place to ensure that children are safe.
Data shows that violence against children and women are on the rise in the state. So how do you see this?
This is a very, very alarming data, and like I said, I really would want to urge the society at large I want to urge institutions like schools, colleges, I want to encourage families, parents to be more vigilant, to do more in terms of spreading awareness and to be more supportive to children in their own families and in their own schools to ensure that such incidences do not happen. We need to cooperate as a team.